In the meantime, it's time for StudentCam. It's a big month for us as we, on TV and on our website, take a look at the winning videos from StudentCam, which is a video competition for middle and high school students. This year's competition focused on sending a message to the new president, President Obama, and what students saw as the most urgent need, the most urgent issue for the president to address. So here is a short portion of a video from one of our third prize winners, plus an interview. Runs about 5 minutes.
Welcome to America. We produce 72% of the world's waste, yet comprise only 5% of the world's population. These consumerist habits are what Americans call normal. Most people have no idea how their consumerist habits relate to other people in the world. According to mindfully.org, 1 American consumes as much as 2 Japanese, 6 Mexicans, 13 Chinese, 31 Indians, 128 Bangladeshis, 207 Tanzanians, and 370 Ethiopians. We use as much commercial energy as 10 people in the developing world. If the entire planet lived like us, it would take 4 planet Earths to provide the resources necessary to support our lifestyles. As our new president, you need to realize that Americans live in excess and work to decrease our habits of consumerism and waste.
Joining us today is Garrett Padera, third prize winner from Glen, Ellyn, Illinois. Garrett, why is the environment the most urgent issue for President Obama to address?
I believe the environment is the most urgent issue for him to address because it really affects the future of my generation. We're not certain whether or not our generation will have the same environment that we have right now when we grow to be old, with environmentalists predicting that coastal areas such as Florida and California may be underwater due to rising water levels from global warming, and we're not certain about the air quality that we'll have. And I think the best way to help get some certainty that we will have a bright future is to address some of the problems with the environment.
And what's the most surprising fact that you learned during your research for this film?
The most surprising fact that I learned, I think, has to be the fact that if everyone in the planet lived like Americans, it would take 4 planet Earths to sustain all of our life. And I think that says a lot about Americans in comparison to citizens of other countries, especially third world countries, where they use a lot less in terms of resources.
Where'd you find the research and the information for this film?
I came across a website called mindfully.org, and it is mentioned in the video. And what they do is they aggregate news and information about a lot of topics, more so than just global warming and the environment, but they aggregate it all in one place, and it's really easy to find a bunch of statistics, a bunch of facts from there that span multiple sources.
You use the term consumerist habits in your film. What are consumerist habits?
I would define consumerist habits as things Americans do that contribute to the strain on the environment. And that could be things such as driving a car, such as even buying groceries would be a consumerist habit. Anything that, if cut down upon, could decrease the amount of consumption that happens in this country.
And how receptive were the people that you interviewed to changing their habits to be more environmentally friendly?
The people we interviewed were surprisingly already doing a lot of things well for the environment. We talked to a lot of people, and about 80% of them had positive answers that were already going out of their way to help the environment, which shows that they really wanted things to change, and they had taken it upon themselves to do that. And overall, we were extremely surprised and pleased with the number of people that responded positively to changing the environment.
How mindful would you say your friends and family are about being environmentally friendly?
Not as mindful as I'd like them to be. I know our family still does things like using water bottles inside the house, and we have readily available source of tap water. Excess driving that I think we could cut down on, and really that's an area that I've tried to talk to people about. But I can do as much as I want to help the environment, but it's really hard to convince them.
Thank you, Garrett. You can watch Garrett Padera's video and our other StudentCam 2009 winning videos at www.studentcam.org.